What up, everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back with another video. First off, I want to say I know I've been away for a little while, everybody. It's been a few days since I've did my last video, but I still want to say thank you guys for to continue to support my channel, continue to come and rate, comment, and subscribe, leave good feedback on my channel. I appreciate the good and the bad. It means a lot to me, everybody. So I just wanted to start there. Um, and so the first thing I want to talk about here today, I just want to do really a weekly update video. It's not going to be too long. Not really much going on in gaming right now, but there has been some pretty big news going on, especially on the Xbox One side and Phil Spencer. So I first want to start out by saying the first thing I want to talk about really is Phil Spencer made an announcement kind of denouncing this console war that has been going on this generation. So he's kind of just came out and said that he kind of thinks it's silly. You know, he doesn't really back the console war. That's not something that he promotes. That's not something that the Xbox One brand promotes. So he's kind of put a stop. You know, he's kind of just pretty much saying, "Hey guys, you guys need to get along, play games. It doesn't matter where you play," which is fantastic. I think it's fine, and I think it's awesome that a CEO of a company like Xbox would come out and say, "Hey, you know what? Everybody just needs to play games, and that's it." I think that's fantastic. Now, everybody knows where I side. I'm an Xbox guy. I enjoy the platform, and that's the platform that I play on. Now, I know a lot of people that feel that way. I know a lot of people that are on the other side. And that's okay too. He's not saying don't be unbiased, don't have your favorites. Just at the end of the day, we all play games, which I completely understand, and I do back that same frame of mind. So I kind of wanted to start there. I think it's a great thing, though. I mean, you don't see too many people come out and say that, and for the head of Microsoft, the head of Xbox, sorry about that, to come out and say that, I think that makes a big statement to gamers out there that it's okay to pick sides. You know, I'm like I said, I'm an advocate for Xbox. I bleed green. At the end of the day, we do all play games. So I just prefer to play mine on the Xbox. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, we are gamers. We do all play games, which I think is phenomenal. I think it's awesome that he came out and did that. Another thing he also did, which was kind of telling, I don't really think it got too much press. Microsoft, he came out and said that Xbox brand is kind of moving away from third party deals. He didn't explicitly say that they're not going to be doing third party deals. He said they're going to be few and far in between, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing here. Those aren't his exact words. But ultimately, third party deals aren't something that he's focusing on right now, which we know because look at the lineup coming within the next 18 months. You're talking about exclusive after exclusive after exclusive. Now they do have third party deals in place, and one thing he did say was that something like a Tomb Raider deal, which is a third party deal, is something that they're going to be still doing because Tomb Raider, they put a lot of money into development for Tomb Raider. They put a lot of money into the marketing for Tomb Raider. So it was damn near marketed as a first party exclusive, but being on a third party developer. So things like that are still going to continue to happen, and you'll still every now and then see these third party marketing deals with Microsoft. I think they're just going to be a little bit more selective about what they're doing because I'm going to be honest, the third party deals they've gotten behind, you're talking about The Witcher, you're talking about the Division, things like that. They're not pushing them. They don't really promote them that often. The Witcher really didn't feel like an exclusive marketing deal for Microsoft. I didn't really see too many commercials or anything like that, but so it was kind of one of those things where it didn't feel like a third party marketing deal, even though it was. So that's something that the Xbox brand, he said that they're going to be doing. Now, like I said before, that just means that we're getting more games, and I'm completely fine with that at the end of the day. So, Sony's doing the third party deal thing. That's really where they're going. So it's kind of the opposite of what Xbox and Microsoft is doing. They're having their success on their own end, and Microsoft is finding success with putting money behind their own studios, their own first party developers, their own first party publications, and their own first party games, which I think is fantastic because Microsoft has a lot of studios underneath their belt that have been around for a while, but they haven't really been pushed to the forefront. You have people like Press Play, which used to make Connect games. Now they're making more of a double A big title game, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm glad that Microsoft is going that route, and I think it's a fantastic decision by Phil Spencer. So another thing I wanted to touch on just here briefly was something that kind of came up, and it was kind of small, not small. I don't know what I was saying, not really small, but it was Halo's coming out here on the 27th, as we know, the biggest game of the year. I don't care what you say. There may be other games that outsell it, multiplats, but Halo is the biggest exclusive coming out probably within the next 12 months or so on the Xbox platform, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But we got another cinematic, opening cinematic for Blue Team this time. I know we already had one for Team Osiris, and I mean, let's be honest, the game looks fucking fantastic. It looks phenomenal. The action is there, the storyline is there. You see a huge contrast between Team Osiris being like speed, power, brute force, kind of like a new generation type Spartan. Then you see Master Chief and his team, being a little bit more tactical, more methodical on how they do things. There's a big contrast between the two styles of the teams, and it's just going to create a fantastic story. And I love where 343 is going with this generation or franchise. There's a lot of people that don't necessarily like the direction it's going in, but I think if you're going to create a franchise that's going to stand the test of time, you have to twist it up every now and then, and that's exactly what 343 is doing with Halo. So I think it's a fantastic decision by 343, and I think it's going to pay huge dividends. The campaign's going to be fantastic. Multiplayer is always top notch. I'm going to be playing that all the way through the holidays. I'm not going to get Call of Duty this year because I'm not really interested in Black Ops 3. Had the beta, didn't play it that much, so I'm going to be doing my first-person shooter gaming on Halo and more than likely Destiny also too, which I'm kind of starting to get a little bit more into also too. As that new DLC came out, it's a lot better game than it used to be. More of a complete game in my opinion. So like I said, I just wanted to hit on a few small topics. Wanted to create a video here, put out some content. I know I've been kind of quiet. It's been a long week. I've had a long week of training at work. A lot of stuff, other stuff going on in my life. So thank you guys for rating, comment, and subscribing. I appreciate the love. Like I said before, we're going to be doing another podcast tomorrow. I got another great special guest coming up. I'm not going to reveal who it is. It's a big guest. So you guys tune in tomorrow. It's going to be running a little bit late because our guest, he's in a different time zone. So we had to work around his schedule. So it'll be probably about 7:30 or so p.m. Pacific time. So that means it'll be a little late on the East Coast. So you guys may not catch it live, but if you guys can watch the next morning, that'll be fantastic. So just wanted to give you guys a head up too. And another thing is I want to put it out there. We're going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow on the podcast. Not going to tell you guys what it is. We will reveal that on the podcast tomorrow. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys showing up to my channel and supporting everything you guys do. I'm going to be putting out more content. I got a lot of things going in the works. I got a lot of people and a lot of things lined up for this channel. And for you guys, my subscribers, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening. Blam out.